Mr. California, and today I'm looking over here in Tallahassee, Florida, and I want to sponsor by Heart of Talent. So let me start off who I am. My artist name is Mr. California, but my real name is Tyree Elkins. I was born in Alabama, Enterprise, height 6.1, weight, I might be 2 something since I've gained weight. Favorite color, always gotta be blue sky. Middle name, it's Jamar. What else? What does inspire me to become a music artist? Well, that's a good one because there's so many opportunities what you become. So you go to tree and become so much success out of that point. But what minds me the most is I want to change the world and change the game of the music industry. So that's all I want to do. So next one is how long I'm doing this music. Probably 6 years since 2021. Age limit, I'm 26, but my birthday on April 13th, so I'm gonna be 27. Could be next week. Where do I ever get the name Mr. California? Well, I was in the music artist booth, and I say to myself, because Mr. California wasn't a name at first, it was Hollywood artists. But since then, when you talk about major labels want to sign me, the name got too long. So I had to shorten the name Mr. California. Wrap the dot in the middle of Mr. in California. It's like 1 through. What do you do in your free times? Basically, I love to watch movies most times. But most times, I just love to walk around or love to travel. I really do. I love to see different cities, and I love to see different worlds. There's so many places that you want to go and see something different. So next question is who you sound like in the close range. I got comment, and some people say mostly I sound like Wild Way. Most, I don't know. I gotta put myself to a test. In my song, what do I think? In my song, what in general do I do in my song? And what do I even talk about on my songs? Well, most time with politics, and most time stand up, exercise your rights, and sometimes stand up. That if you can't stand up, I'm telling you, you can stand up, and you have a free mind speech. Oh my God, I'm dealing. So yeah, that's what basically what I be talking about the most. And also, even though the industry got a little dark secret, I always gotta say, hey man, keep it 100, keep it real. So next question is, do you ever think about? Do I ever think about what? I'm just playing. Do I ever think about do something different in the music industry? Well, currently, yes. I do think about moving on or do something different in the music industry, because some music industry they carry on the same agenda over and over time. So I thought I just want to carry something different, start something real different. Hey, but man trying to be success to do a lot of things. It takes time, so I'm gonna go ahead and get it on with it. Where is your most time city that I love to spend time the most? I gotta say Florida and Miami and Fort Lauderdale, and most time over here in Tallahassee, Florida. Hey, but in the other city, gotta be New York or Atlanta or any other place. Got big parties. I gotta say it that way. Big parties. Next topic. Do I currently been raised in Florida? Yes, I do. I currently raised over here. While I was a child, like I have a childhood growing up when I was in Florida. Do you ever think something deep in your past? Most times, yes. Sometimes, no. Depends on how I motivate myself. You know, I love to keep things in my life become positive. Do you ever thought negative? No, I ever don't. I never thought negative. It gotta be positive in my life. If I do, I might crash. Not crash out like really super out, but you know, I crash out to break down. Next question. Who do you refer to of your own favorite artists? I gotta say Richard McQuan. I gotta say second one is Huawei. I gotta say the old rappers, the old time legend rappers, old timer, legendary. Tupac them. Out of my favorite songs, what's your favorite one? Actually, the question is, what favorite song do I like the most out of my songs? Well, On My Way Home, oh my God, On My Way Home. So, next question, do you ever think about retirement? Well, actually, I'm doing the 3 months retirement, and this is my 3rd month, coming in April. So hey, what do I even want to actually do? So crazy, right? I'm in the city, so hey, I'm doing my interview in the city, so hey, what's it gonna be? Next question. Do you ever work? I currently do as an independent artist. I currently do because I'm not gonna be sitting home and constantly make music. I'm gonna constantly make something out of something, like a side hustle. So yeah, currently I'm in working at Lowe's. I did Lowe's and Home Depot, but Home Depot fired me. I don't know why. Next question. Do you think that a major label will sign you the next time? Currently, I don't know. Currently, I try to stay independent. Currently, I try to be me, you know, because sometimes independent these days, they already don't pay well. So hey, you know. Next question. Here, what do you ever think about yourself in future reference? Well, that's a good question. That's a very good question. Like, that's a good question. What do I even think about myself? I think of I'm very strong. I'm very intelligent. I'm very talented, and I'm very curious. Not curious, but I'm very concerning. I concern a lot of people's health and all that. I'm more helpful and all that. And most times I love to be goofy, so hey. So hey, you know, I'm concerned about that. So next question. Do I ever be what? Hold up. I'm trying to get a question in my head and I'm trying to understand. Do I ever be funny if I ever tell a joke? I wasn't that, but hey, but sometimes I do. I don't know. I'm like, maybe sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes. Do you think? Next question, but do you ever think of spending cheap or spending expensive? Ooh, I like that. Do I ever spend cheap or do I ever spend expensive? But my mom would always see me that I go around and I kind of love to spend money, so I kind of like a money spend. Next question. Next question, do I ever believe in Jesus Christ? I sure do. Also, I believe Jesus Christ, and also I believe Jehovah's Witness. And that's another thing, because I always talk about spiritual thing in my song too. How you open your third eye, and how physically of your body, and how things be moving, because that's what I do most, because you know, also I understand that use the music physically at a 44, you understand, like triple X. He used this song physically, he understand how to physically himself. So everybody else is I understand about a lot of spiritual things. I'm more in the spirit today myself, because hey, I'm tuned in, I'm into it, and more time I'm charmed into it. I might not look like I'm not, but I am. Next question. What spiritual thing I ever have? I think as in the Aries, I always have a timetable chart. And as a timetable chart, I always calculate and master the skill how to become a spirit man walker that walk on land with spirit of spirits. If I'm putting it in the right way. But yeah, I'm your boy, Mrcalifornia. I'm in Tallahassee, Florida. And I'll see y'all next time. And also sponsored by Heart of Tally. What's gang?